Greetings to you all, and welcome back to Let's Play Dungeons & Dragons Warriors of the Eternal Sun. We're ready to cross the fire bridge. Let's hope these rings of fire protection work. Spoiler, they do. Now, one thing you may have wondered is the cleric has spells that lets her protect from fire. What if I just used that spell and walked onto the fire bridge? The answer is, it would have worked. The person I'd cast Protect from Fire on would actually become immune to the flames of the fire bridge. So technically speaking, I don't need the rings to be here, but we're following the plot in order. And if you're thinking, isn't this some massive sequence break in terms of advancing the plot? The answer is, no, there's a check later on that forces you to have the rings. But you could get to here. Good. Okay, I'm not happy about this. Team? I'm very scared. Kill it, please. Now, the victory jingle has changed yet again. Now I'm going to take a quick nap on top of flames. Don't question it. Wait, no, not you. So this spell here, yes. Resist fire. That will work and make you immune to the fire bridge. So you could explore up here a bit. Yes. And there is some stuff you could find, which I shall demonstrate. In the top left is our... That's very frightening force. So the top left is where we're trying to get to, but this is not an easy fight. This is a fire giant. Very tough enemy, worth a lot of experience, mind you. These are hellhounds that you just saw me fight one of a moment ago. They're not the tankiest enemy in the world, but they hit damn hard. Okay, team, we're actually going to have to focus. Not sure how big the AoE is on Bless. Let's not bless the enemy. That's not the best play we've ever seen. Perfect. I blessed everyone I wanted to. Great. So these guys are of the fire element, which means hitting them with fire is obviously not going to work, right? Well, let's test that theory. Like a charm, except the fire giant is immune to it. I may yet be blinding that fire giant. I haven't decided. Depends how much damage we can get in before he gets to us. You see how our aim has improved now we've used Bless. Very good spell. Very strong. I'll be taking a nap after this fight, by the way. So I don't mind below a bit too much magic here. He's coming. Six seems to be the number of choice for the rest of the team here. Good work. We're going to be sleeping a lot lately, it seems. But this is a scary place, okay? Everything hits like a truck. I don't think there's an enemy in this place that couldn't one-shot Kane. Right, now where is the place I wanted to show you? I think it's here. So, leave me alone! Good lord, why is the wildlife so angry? And why is my arm so weak? It seems the sling doesn't have the same range as the bow. Once again, Mina proves she's the only one capable of landing ranged attacks. I don't know why. She shouldn't be. Now, she has good dexterity, which makes her good at landing ranged attacks, but Kane has the same dexterity, and he misses every time. Good lord, the man's a waste of space. Anyway, I shouldn't say that, he saved my life. I think it's here. If it's not here, I just look like an idiot. Found it! So, hidden caves. You saw these back in town. We haven't seen many of them. But there are hidden caves distributed throughout the world. Usually found by grinding your face against a cliffside. Welcome to... This place has a name. I think it's Halls of the Dead? Halls of the Damned? Something like that. And it's full of skeletons, and why is it on the fire bridge? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. But this is apparently the prison on the fire bridge. I don't know what this place is, okay? But let's explore. Basic swords. Now you may be asking... Oh god, I don't like those. I'm not fighting that. I'm not fighting that for a very good reason. There's a spooky looking enemy. Let's fight this guy instead. This is where all the dead and the damned go. Now those of you who are experienced with this game will know two things. Number one, I did the right decision by... Damn it. Every fiber by being wants to load back. I just wanted to demonstrate. So, why am I so... Oh, leave me alone. Why am I so scared of whites? Well, when a white hits you and it does damage to you, you don't lose current hit points. You lose max hit points permanently. Elodie, you'll notice, just got hit for 3 damage, and yet she has full HP. Why is that? Because her max was 26 a moment ago. Okay, a quick pause on this explanation. The living flame could be hit by the fireball, but the salamanders couldn't. This game is throwing me off. But yes, whites are terrifying because they give you permanent HP loss. And Elodie just suffered that. And if I wasn't playing for you guys right now, that would be an instant reload. I would not accept permanent loss to my team. But I am playing for you guys. So I'm gonna suck it up. Realistically, what's the chance of an arrow working against living flame? Or a sword, for that matter. I'm not convinced anything would work in this situation, and you don't have any magic missiles, do you? No. You have Entangle, though. Right, we're going to entangle the back salamander, and we're going to pray the front salamander doesn't decide to kill Pocky. No, wait, I've got a plan. We're going to plunge this one into internal darkness. That's a better animation, we like that. Doesn't hurt the eyes. Well, it hurts his eyes, but not mine. Now I'm just going to poke this thing. I'm essentially torturing it. The one above me is blind. It believes its eyes just don't work anymore, since all it sees is pitch darkness. But this one is literally tied up, and we're just torturing it. Why is the blind thing so evasive? Why is this always a problem I encounter? Wait, no, I don't mind if Kane gets experience anymore. He's starting to lag. There you go, Kane. There was a time when I deliberately didn't let Kane get the kill, but that time has since passed. What is it doing? Is it just squirming wildly? Hit it, someone! What's worse, you guys have been blessed. You have increased accuracy. Look at this travesty. At least I get to prove how long continual darkness lasts for now. Rest up, lads. Rearm. Rearm. Okay. So I wanted to show you that cave because most people either don't know about it or they've forgotten about it. But the truth is, that cave is completely pointless. There is nothing in there. There is just enemies. There is no loot, no treasure, no secrets, there's nothing. It's a waste of time. Don't you think we've had enough? As you can tell, the encounter rate is very high on this fire bridge. Wait. Let's start the fight with a bless. How about that? So do you both take 9? Is that the way it works? No, you... What? You took 9. You took 18. The number said 18. So it does individual rolls and it tells me the highest number on the display? I guess. Let's give up trying to understand anything that's happening in this game. Okay, let's just kill everything. Start hurling magic at anything we see. Hope it dies. Be happy with the death and destruction we cause. So the other reason people forget about the Halls of the Dead is because there is a much better secret cavern that is also in this area. Ranged attacks, not on my watch. Get him. Okay, don't get him that hard. Nice work, team. We got him. I'm not taking that chance. There is a very real chance he could one-shot someone on my team. He's a giant. Look at him. Look at his luxurious red beard. Lodi, he's all yours. You need to make up the HP you lost. There you go. Like the way the rest of the team is essentially her bodyguards and we just have to set up kills for her. Right, here, I believe it is. Yes, this is also a secret cavern, but this one actually has rewards in it. It's got something else in it too. And I think if you've played this game before, then most people know what's in here, and most people would have come here ages ago. The music's reverted. It's not dramatic anymore. It's kind of chill. Right, in we go. To the fire cavern, I think this is called. No, passage cavern. Where's my music? Thank you. A very odd sequence of events there. Now, let me just prep a few things before we go in here. For no apparent reason. Don't know... Hello. Don't know my way around particularly well. Not from this side. There it is. Come on. Be blinded. Kill it. Kill it quick. It's just running around whilst blind, the damn thing. He's off. He's out of here. He doesn't know what he's doing. The treasure. Guarded by the red dragon. Would like to kill the dragon. He's with a lot of experience. Honestly, I should have entangled him. Because then he wouldn't be running around like a lunatic. Good idea, me. Let's entangle him. Now, red dragons, as I understand it, can still somewhat attack whilst they're entangled. They can still do their fireball spell, but this one is also continually blind. Look at these prizes. Yeah, I like treasure too. Did Kane just... Kane. Did you just level up and gain 1 hit point? Oh, my team is useless. Whatever, we carry on. It's fine. So, I'm running all the way back here to have a rest. And then I'll divvy up the items we just found. Really good rewards there, really good prizes. I don't think anyone else leveled up, so no one's going to have any spell changes. I think it was just Kane. Yep. Okay, items. What have we just gained? Well, we got +1 plate. And the only one who can use plate is Elodie, so that's fine. A +2 sword. Just needs to go on Elodie. +2 sword is exactly the same stat-wise as the +2 spear, interestingly. But Elodie can't use spears, so that's a natural order of things. Other good prizes we got the +2 shield, which is just a straight swap for the +1 shield over here. No one else can use a shield, can they? I tested this before, right? Thieves can't use shields, I'm pretty sure. And we also got the +1 bow, which is as good as bows get. A little bit of an oddity, so swords go all the way up to +3. And a few other items do. Some items, like axes, only go up to +2, which are the green ones. But all ranged weaponry only goes up to +1. So +1 bow is actually the best ranged weapon in the entire game. +1 sling is as good as it's ever getting for these two down here, because they can't use bows. So getting a +1 bow is very good. Getting a +2 sword is great. Not the best, because there is a +3 sword, but very good. Nice improvement here. Now, we're also going to drop... No, I'm not going to drop. If I drop items here that I don't want, then what's going to happen is I'm going to pick them back up on the way out. It's just going to get annoying. I'll drop them later. It's a big improvement to Elodie. I'm pretty sure I tested that and that shield isn't doing anything. So, literally everything I picked up went on Elodie, right? The +2 sword has improved her damage. The +2 shield has improved her AC. The +1 plate has improved her AC. And I gave her the +1 bow. Wow, everything went to Elodie. Also, look at my armor class now. Look at it. She's finally ready to tank. On reflection, it's a bit greedy to give her everything. So, let's give Kane the bow. There we go. Right. Team is looking very well equipped. See how important this secret cavern is? To be fair, I could have bought all of this equipment from town. Well, I say I could have. I think plate mail cost something like +1 plate mail cost. Who was that? I wasn't even looking. Was that Pocky? I think it was Pocky. Yes, it was. She was 31 a minute ago. I think +1 plate mail cost something like 30 grand. It is so expensive. It's a fire giant, who looks completely different indoors than he does outdoors. We'll kill him in the manner I always used to as a child, which is you entangle him, you step back, and you pummel him from range. Don't need to do this, I could just stand point blank in his face and whack him till he dies, but this is what I always did as a child because he's very frightening. He can still one-shot Kane. So I used to kill him from range because it made me feel more safe and secure, even though it was not required. Now, allow me to explain where we are and why people know about this cave. This is called the Passage Cavern. The Passage Cavern is a passage from just outside the Beastmen caves to just on top of the fire bridge. So what most people will do when they know the game well and they're on their second playthrough and they know about the existence of this cavern is right at the start of the game, after they fought the Beastmen camp, if they choose to, they will come here, use their advanced game knowledge to know that there is a cavern here. And what's in this cavern when you walk into it? A very high level enemy. And I'm talking, you kill him, you gain multiple levels. That's how much experience he's worth. So what people will do is they'll come in here and they'll just kill this guy any way they can. Maybe they'll do attacks and kiting. Maybe you'll wait until you have a single cast of Entangle or Blind, you know, light or dark, either. And then they'll kill him and they'll get 2 levels on the character that gets the final hit. It's a very, very strong leveling tactic. Put it this way, if I wanted to grind XP, I would be killing this guy over and over again. Even now, it's still the best choice for me. 2 fireballs? Yeah. Very, very strong early farming tactic for experience. And then once you've got a bit of experience and you're not just going to fall over dead from anything that looks at you, what people then do is one time after they killed him, they venture deeper in. Here's the hellhounds that I never encountered. You know what, you guys stay there, I don't care. Then what people do is they venture further in and they find the red dragon and they steal all the equipment that's behind it. And if you do that, then right at the start of the game, before you even go to the Beastmen camps, which is the first major dungeon of the game, I don't even mean the swamp, I mean the camps, you can be armed with +2 swords, +1 bow, +1 plate mail, +2 shield. You can have all of that equipment and level 4 on all of your characters very quickly, very easily, and it makes the whole game easy. And I'm not going to sit here and judge people who do that, because as a child I did that all the time. I mean, like every time. Because it was just such a good tactic, and you felt so smart for figuring it out. But yes, very common tactic that a lot of people use, and rightly so. Now, Elodie, show them your new tanking capabilities. Please don't die in one hit. Elodie has an armor class of -1, which means she should be incredibly evasive. Though not to fireball spells. She dodged an attack. Did everyone see that? Were you paying attention? Elodie dodged an attack from a tough enemy. She did it. I could not be prouder. But I am going to kill that before it casts a short-range fire spell on her, because I don't think she can evade that. Elodie, stand and fight this man. Like the true hero that you are. She may have permanently lost 3 hit points, but she's not giving up. Mina, you do you. She never misses. But that's it for secret caves on the fire bridge. Now we are just travelling mostly north and then a little bit left. Yes, north and left. Those are the directions I like to use. North, south, left and right. But we're going for the actual cavern. Oh, hello. And I don't think this encounter is guaranteed against this red dragon, but it's very common, I've noticed. I think there's just a very high chance of it spawning right outside the fire cave that we're going to. But an outdoors fight with a red dragon. Scary stuff. As you can imagine, red dragons are very powerful enemies. Any dragons are powerful enemies. I got the whole party with that. Wonderful. Elodie, it's time to prove how strong your defense is. And we're back to hitting 6 with every spell. Can you hit red dragons with fireball? Are they immune? I think they take damage, right? Wow, that was a complete lie. It did not take 23 damage. It took nowhere near 23 damage. The game's just making up numbers. This thing hasn't even had a turn yet. Imagine you're a dragon, you come across a batch of adventurers, and you think, aha, dinner time. And they just beat you to death before you can even move. How fast are we? This guy, he hasn't even reacted to us yet. Here he goes. You can't hit me, I've got -1 attack class. No. Armor class. AC. For clarity, he can hit me. -1 doesn't mean you're unhittable, but it makes you very hard to hit. Also, a lot of gold. Speaking of gold, I should mention, in that dungeon I picked up... not the dungeon, sorry, in the cave I picked up mountains of jewels. Jewels and gold and treasure. You may have noticed it in the bottom left corner of the screen, it said. And I leveled up when I picked that up. If you pick up piles of gold inside, you get XP for it. It's a very odd mechanic, I don't really know why. But there you go, that's why we leveled up when we walked over random tiles. Get out of here. I've got to say, the whole team is starting to pull their weight now. Mina's been just slaughtering people since day one. Pocky has finally come into her own, and she is now a powerhouse. Kane has proved himself ages ago. And Elodie has actually become a bit of a tank. Honestly, we are a team. A well-fleshed out, well-rounded team. Now, the only thing we're missing, some allies. And I have nothing but a good feeling about whether or not there's going to be some kind of humanoid allies we can find inside this fire dungeon that's surrounded by hellhounds, salamanders and dragons. In all fairness, the Duke has lost his mind at this point, so don't judge him too much for sending me here. But we will have a damn good look inside anyway. And then we'll tell him what we found. And maybe this time he'll be proud of us. Yeah. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I shall see you then.